My first ladder game in 17 days. We got kicked out of Grandmaster League due to inactivity. I'm sure this is gonna go great. We'll open up with a standard macro build, aka a spawning pool at 12 supply. I mean, it's still a Protoss opponent, right? No one at the pro level seems to be opening up 12 pool anymore. For a while it was very popular, but because of that, I feel like not that many people are as familiar with it. So, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna be all too unfamiliar with it either. Alright. Isn't that the beautiful voice of Zagara whispering in our ears, telling us that we require more minerals? Alright, how bad do you think this game is gonna be? I'm gonna be kinda slow. It's gonna be bad? You think it's gonna be that bad? You think I'm gonna be Silver League at best? Alright, guys. We're up against a 5.2k Protoss player, which is like low GM. I think it's gonna be great. I can cancel. I canceled Brenda, the queen. We'll make 10 Zerglings here in total. Going into the queen again. One more drone, and then an OV at 21. Excuse me, sir. What are you doing? Yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit rusty, I guess, but... Okay. We successfully delayed his stuff. Gotta make sure I set up the third base here before those adepts get across, but... other than that, I'm not too concerned about it. Okay, we have music. Oh, there was already music? That's what I want, you know? None of this, like, low-volume stuff. I'll make 2 more sets of links here, just in case. Stalker is a follow-up, alright. Okay. Zerglings on the shades, queens on the units. Oh, yeah, sure. Nice, Lowko. I mean, still very good for me, but, wasn't supposed to lose a queen. 9 times out of 10, this guy will follow up right now with Void Rays. Because, you know, first off, he's a Protoss player. 9 times out of 10, they go Void Rays. If they don't get Cannon Rush. But especially when you pressure them early on, I found that usually they transition to whatever they're most comfortable with. Which is... Void Rays. I imagine if I wouldn't have lost that queen, that would have been really good. No third base or anything along those lines yet. I'll go ahead and out on Roachwarren as well. Another question is, how many drones do I dare to make before I inevitably start making army? So I'm very late, obviously, on the gases. When in doubt, more queens is a good mantra. Okay. Got a bunch of OVs coming right now. Splitting up the units as well to make sure I don't just get sniped. We might just go for a third. Okay. I think he's going for a third. I'll start up a lair. I haven't seen any sort of pressure though from him. Okay, there's the prism. Okay, there are Dark Templar. So not much I can do here until I'm fully maxed. Or sorry, until I like have, you know, detection that's mobile. I'll go ahead and start up OV speed. Splitting up here to make sure that he doesn't just snipe one of my spore crawlers and then still kill the base. That would be bad. Oh, wow. That was a little sloppy. Oh. Alright. I was thinking he was playing a little ballsy there. I think I'm just gonna go for a big push. Okay, there's immortal production. If there's no disruptors, I probably still need to get enough. What's it called? Probably still need to set up the potential to transition towards the Hive, because Hive Tech is the ultimate counter to most Protoss ground armies. Be it Vipers, or be it Lurkers, or... Well, Lurkers are not that good, especially Brute Lurks are very nice. No gases, by the way, at that base. Okay. I'm a little scared of disruptors, especially. Okay, that was not good.
We require more minerals.
That was also not good. No, I'm losing too much here, actually, for free. That's really unnecessary. Okay. Cancelled the 4th base of his. I need to trade out some units right now to make Brute Lords. Probably should have had this base taken. We'll double expend. I don't think he's seen my my brutes. Okay. That was not the cleanest of battles there for me, but... Did he ever make a 4th base? That's the real question. I don't think he did. Gotta be careful though, battery overcharge is real strong. Oh, he does have a 4th. Whew. Alright. Considering that was my first game in quite a bit, not too bad, right? No, it's not too bad. I mean, I saw a lot of non-believers in the chat at the very least. Definitely wasn't flawless. Especially when I first arrived at the Brute Lord tech. That was a big mistake, because I was sitting there at, I don't know, like 1,500 minerals and no gas. You kind of need 10 gas to make that transition really smooth, but, yeah. Not a bad idea. Look, do you think Banelings are an easier choice than Brute Lords? The main reason I went Brute Lords this game was for the potential for him to like transition towards like a mass Archon Immortal Zealot based type of army with like Disruptor or Storm support. Like basically if you get like 10 Brute Lords out, it seems to shut down most of those types of armies. Honestly though, since pretty much no one plays Ground Tools right now on the ladder, like, all jokes aside, I know it's played quite a bit at the professional level. We see pro players, especially in Korea, play a lot of ground armies. 9 out of 10 guys, genuinely, right now on the ladder, play Sky Tools. It's not so much that Ground Tools is weak, it's just significantly harder to play. So I kind of, like, autopiloted, I guess, into assuming it was going to be... Like, if it's going to be a Ground Tools army, it's probably going to be Archon Immortal based, right? And not so much, like, Colossus Stalker based. So maybe I shouldn't have gone Like, maybe I should have gone double Evo and upgrade Zerglings and whatnot a little bit smoother as well, but... Like, if I had my Zerglings upgraded here, I think that Lynx would have done a really good job. I think at the end I probably had +1 melee, and I did get Adrenal Glands as well. I scouted the main base. Like, this was obviously a huge win, right? You can see my macro here, though, really not being that good at all. I got a lot of money here. Anyways, strategically, I think I played a decent enough game, but... Definitely not the cleanest macro or control that I could have had. Would Lurkers be better than Brute Lords? So, in the StarCraft community, especially over the last couple of weeks, I've seen a lot of discussion about people saying that Protoss players don't go ground tools because of Lurkers. I honestly can't tell you the last time that I've seen pro players that play Zerg go for Lurkers against ground tools. I don't think Lurkers are the issue. The problem with Lurkers is that can be countered pretty easily. Like, even just like Archon Immortal-based armies do quite well against it. I think in this circumstance, I think Lurkers probably would have done a bit better, yeah. But he also had the option to make Disruptors, and Disruptors, like, the dance between Disruptors and Lurkers, I'm not a huge fan. If you want to get a good counter against Disruptors, you usually need Hive Tech anyways. So, I don't know. Like, I don't know where that notion comes from, though. There's a lot of people saying that Lurkers are really good against ground tools. I haven't seen a lot of people play it. Like, maybe they're right. But I watch a lot of StarCraft, so I feel like they're probably not right, but... Anyways. I think I could have just stuck around on Roach Ling. Roach Ravager Ling Bane would have been fine. If double upgraded with Evo Chambers and all that, but... I decided to play very safe, because... Especially when I'm a little bit rusty. I mean, this happens even when I've been playing a lot, but... Especially when I'm a little bit rusty, I find myself taking one too many Disruptor hits to the face. Which, believe it or not, was not ideal. It's happened in too many of the games. So he decides to take a 4th base here on the left side. I should have had a scout over here, but I'm using the all army hotkey because I'm bad. There's no reason why my Zerglings aren't there right now. Could have shut that down, and that would have put him in a very desperate position. This was a very close battle, though. Considering the fact that I've got full 4-base saturation, he's still stuck on 3. Yeah, I did a good job. I also should have really had my Brute Lords in one big ball. And probably I shouldn't have shown the Corruptors. So if I had the Brute Lords all in one big group, and I could have had like 10 of them at once, I could have just shot volleys off them and then micro them backwards. And right now they kind of just bled out. Which wasn't great. Anyways, eventually I get the brilliant notion here that he might actually not be taking a 4th base over here or over there. Crazy. So I decided to scout the left side of the map. Later than it needs to be, but I did send a Changeling over there. Main reason why I send a Changeling is because the Changeling is not affected by the all army hotkey. I'm just being honest with you guys, okay? But yeah, when I got units over there, I was like, okay, I'm dead. Nice. Not even terrible.